Hello everybody and welcome to part 2 of the Neonsportz tutorial series. I'm kind of pseudo-naming it. I am Winovus, the commissioner of the WFL and one of the coaches in the WFL. And I'm going to introduce you to the site we're going to use for a lot of our stats gathering, blog information, and things of that nature. We're going to transition from Daddy League. So if you've watched the video rulebook series that I recorded earlier in the time frame, you'll see me talk about Daddy Leagues a little bit. Well, in this case, we're going to change all those Daddy Leagues talk to Neonsportz, and I'm going to go over some different things that you can do on the site that we thought were really cool as a leadership group, and we wanted to bring to the league and bring to you guys as far as power at your fingertips on Discord. The next thing I'm going to talk about is how to set up trades on the website. Yes, you can actually do trades on the website. Now, it doesn't implement it in game. You still have to go through and execute the trade in game, but it's a process we're going to implement to help streamline the trading process. And the website Neonsportz really does a good job of that, I feel like, and I'm going to flip it over to that side. So now you can see this. Excuse me. And you can see I'm on the main website right now. I'm on our website for Neonsportz. And right now I'm at Jordan Whitehead, which I was from our last video. So I'm going to come out here and I'm going to go to the Saints, which is the team I currently have control over in this league. And essentially I can come in here and I'm just going to go to roster. And the nice thing about this is as you scroll down, you can actually do searches on your own roster. So if you want to just have just the halfbacks, for example, you can do that and search right here. And there's all your halfbacks. You can eliminate it out, do quarterback, you can erase it, do nothing if you want. So you've got a lot of options for choices here. The main thing I want to do though is I'm going to search and bring everybody up, and you can actually implement 25 entries. You can do whatever. So let's see. Ooh, excuse me. Let's click on PJ Williams. PJ Williams is a guy I might consider trading in real life. We'll see what happens. But you can see it says his status is active. I believe it also shows practice squad there, so you can see practice squad players at a glance. But the big thing is I want you to look, and I want you to see it shows his overall. It shows all his key attributes. It shows his contracts. This is stuff you're used to seeing on Daddy League. So there's nothing hugely different here. The big difference is you probably noticed there's a big switch that says trade status. And you can go trade status. You can go off the block, or you can flip it and make it on the block. And it says successfully added the player to the trade block. Now let me see here. This is where I'm going to be improvising a little bit. So let me see if I can open up my Discord and show it on here. So let's go into here. And let's go to Neonsportz. And can I show that? I probably have to add it. So give me a second. Let me play around with that. Oh, I'm showing myself. I don't want to show myself. Oh, I minimized that. Burn it. There we go. So you guys can look at the page while I'm playing around in the background here. I probably should have tested this out before I started recording, but what the heck, you know? Fortune favors the bold. So let's go in here. Let me add window capture. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. Okay, cool. So now you see my Discord channel. Whoop. Now you see, there we go. See my Discord channel. I'll put it right above Chrome right here. Okay, there we go. So you see my Discord channel, and right now I'm currently in one of the areas where we're doing our testing for Neonsportz. This is the area you won't typically see, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. But we're playing around with the site, trying to learn how it works. And the cool part about this is, and this can be done in any channel, so you don't necessarily have to do it in this specialized channel. Anywhere you have access to as a member of the WFL, you can type in the following. You type in ! trade block, and then hit enter, or click on it to let it go through on your phone, and it shows you excuse me, who is available on your trade block from your team. So you can easily go through and see who's on the trade block. So if I wanted to add PJ Williams, let me make sure you guys are still looking at that. So there we go. So if I want to add PJ Williams, let me dump that for a second so you guys can see this part. Let's see. Let's say I want to do somebody else on the trade block as well. Let's back up. All right. Let's say I want to add Bradley Roby as well. So I'll go in here and I'll add Bradley Roby. And then if I come back to Discord real quick, pop that up, boop. And then I type trade block again. it shows both the players that are available on the trade block. So this will also show, if I'm not mistaken, this will also show everybody's trade block, who's available from every team. If you designate them as on the block, they will show up on that on the block viewing that you type in trade block for. So instead of having to advertise your players and advertise, links to them, what you can do is simply mark them as on the trade block here in here. Oh, sorry, I'm not showing you. In here, you mark them as on the block. So right here. And then once you do that, we come into Discord and it'll show up here. And the cool part about that is if you go into either of these links, it takes you to the page. Once you select yes, it takes you to the page with those attributes. So at a fingertip, you have total control over looking at everybody's trade block. Now this does not tie into the trade block that's in the game. This is obviously only off the website. So you don't have to mark them as trade block in game using the Madden console. You can just mark them off of the website. And the cool part about that is, again, once you get done with that, you can see, well, actually I didn't show you, did I? So let me show you. This brought up PJ Williams because I clicked on PJ Williams' link here in the bottom, and it brought up PJ Williams here in Discord, or here in Chrome, I should say. So at a glance, you can really check out things really quickly. And the cool part about this is, yep, I'm in the right spot. I can go into trades over here, and I can go to create. And essentially, I can pick any pick. So I can select current or future picks, what round it is, what pick it is, and it adjusts the trade value accordingly. And if I want to, I can add that pick. Now, obviously, to add picks to the draft or picks to a trade, you have to make sure that it is where you are at in game. So don't just say you're the first pick in the draft and trade that, because you may not be. There's only going to be one person that's going to be the first pick in the draft. So be aware of that whenever you're making these kind of trade deals. If there's any errors like that where we go in game and we check where you're at and you have set it up improperly, that means it probably will be a denied trade, which, remember, counts as 1/2 a trade. So you don't want to lose a trade just because you screwed up and didn't set up the right picks and pick numbers and all that good stuff. But you can come down here to the list of players, and obviously I'm going to extend it out to 25 so I can see more players. And let's say I want to go ahead. Let's say I've made a deal for PJ Williams. I click on PJ Williams. Now it takes me to his page, but if you close that up immediately, you go up here and it says PJ Williams up here, age 28, and it has the points value. It has his value according to the website. Then I pick an owner from another team. Now these are some owners. This is my leadership team that's helping me out with this stuff. So let's pick one of the owners and we'll add a player from him. So let's say he wants to trade me. Let's say he wants to trade me Dietrich Wise. Again, it takes me to Dietrich Wise's homepage, but I can close that out, and then suddenly, boom, I've got it picked. I've got stuff. So what I can do at this point is right here in blue, I could say send trade, and when I send a trade, it says send trade. Okay, it's going to, hopefully, if everything goes well, it should come through. Yep, there it is. So if I pop up here, you can see where it says WFL Trades is highlighted. If I come up here, it actually notifies the entire trade group. So you can see at a glance the trade group is targeted automatically, which is everybody in leadership. Everybody in leadership will get this memo, get tagged with it, and we simply vote on it. If we're involved in the trade, we cannot vote. You can see that obviously my Saints are involved. So if I go to vote, it would actually not let me vote. It says I cannot vote on my own trade. So that also keeps some honesty in the leadership room as far as guys voting for their own trades. You'll see the votes tally up, and the way it's set right now, because we have 6 members in leadership right now, it's should be actually 4 votes to get through, but it'll actually be 3 votes to get through. Once 3 votes yay or nay are made, then the trade is approved or denied. And once the trade is approved or denied, it sends an alert, whether it's approved or denied, to both owners. And then at that point, the owners have to figure out why the trade was denied. They'll talk with a member of the trade group and go through with life. But that's the nice thing about this, is essentially it basically sends this trade through. We on the other side of the trade group get all these particulars, and if we need more particulars, we can obviously click on these player links and see what kind of values you're trading and who you're trading and why are you trading them and things of that nature. And then the cool part about this is if let's say I sent that trade and you know what, I've changed my mind, I can actually go right here. Now obviously I can approve or deny this trade. It won't let me on the website, and I'll show you, because I'll do approve and it says you can't vote on your own trade. So it does keep some integrity amongst leadership, which I really like, honestly. Not that I think that our leadership team would try and do something like that, but it does make sure that if we're involved in a trade, we definitely can't vote. So you can see that I can't vote on my own trades. I can only vote on trades I'm not involved in, which does make sense from a standpoint. Not that we ever let any of our leadership, if they were involved in a trade, you couldn't vote on your own trade anyway, but this definitely cements the process and kind of gives us some good faith going forward. And then I can cancel the trade. So if I decide this trade isn't worth it, I can go yes, cancel the trade. And then if I go back into Discord, you'll see it says trade between the Patriots and Saints was canceled by whoever canceled it. So it will notify the trade group that trade has been canceled, so they don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's pretty much how the trade system will work. You don't have to post anything at this point now. All you have to do is just go to the website, which again you can do from your mobile device. Set up, and you don't have to choose people that are on the block. You can choose people that are not on the block. I just chose PJ Williams. I know he was on the block, but he doesn't have to be on the block for you to trade him. You can trade anybody. And just to kind of show you, I'll create another trade real quick. I'll just create with Teron Armstead. It'll pop up with Teron Armstead, and there's Teron Armstead. He is not on the trade block, but I can clearly add him to a trade. I just want to show that off and make sure that you guys could see that. And then I believe all I have to do is click on him to remove him. So simple enough. Boom, boom, Bob's your uncle. So that's all you have to do. So you can click on positions to add, and you click on positions to take away. So, and again, you don't have to add anybody on the block. You can add whoever you want. And then same thing with picks. You basically choose what pick you're going to be and then add it, and you can see it pops up here. You can add a future pick as well, which sometimes we will allow, sometimes we won't. And then boom, you can take it back off. But that's how the trading system will work in game or in our league. I will be changing the trade rules as far as the process on the GM rules to kind of reflect this new way we're going to do things. And I like it because it is centrally located. Sorry, I swapped pictures for you there. Let me come back to showing off me. Oh shoot, I didn't show any of that. Let me go do this one more time. I talked about it, but you guys didn't see any of it. So let me go ahead and just add Teron Armstead real quick while it's on camera. Sorry about that. I forgot I had Discord stuff up. That's the transition stuff. But you can see I can add Teron Armstead even though he's not on the trade block. All you do is click on the icon where their position is, and it adds them to the trade block. Boom, boom, and then click on it to take it away. But that's how we're going to do trades. You'll have to post a trade. You'll have to send it through. Hopefully you've gotten approval from the other guy before you. That's one thing that this process doesn't really entail, is making sure that the other person involved in the trade has actually okayed it. So we will ask probably for both teams to do something to notify, which we'll have to come up with a later video and let y'all know if we do something. But that's the only caveat I see, is basically you can make a trade with anybody and just send it through and hope that the league approves it before the other person that's gotten traded from realizes that something has happened. But hopefully that won't happen. I don't see that happening here. I think we'd have a good crew, good policing efforts for it. But I always think about the bad things as far as this stuff goes. Sort of have to as a commissioner. But anyway, that's the trading system in a nutshell. You will have to be set up to trade, which is all done on the console itself on Neonsportz. So once you get into the league as a member, we would set you up to be able to create trades and that nature. And essentially all you got to do is go to the website. You create your trade like I showed you just there. You can do it on mobile device as well. Set up the trade, send the trade through using that blue button, and once you send it through, it will pop up in the WFL trades area. and notify everyone in the trade group, which is everyone in leadership, to vote on the trade. And you kind of got an idea of that right there. So, and obviously leadership can vote on their own trades. It'll hopefully streamline the process for everybody because you'll be able to do it from your phone. Now, obviously, like I said, to complete the trade that is approved, you will have to still go on the Madden console and send it in game. But for the streamlining process of voting on trades and being able to talk trades out, this will be a lot nicer of a tool. And something I feel like is going to be easier and more engaging for you because you'll be able to do it right there in Discord. You'll just go to the website through Discord, do all your stuff, and then once you send it through, we'll approve it or deny it in Discord. You'll get the notification in Discord, and then you'll just hop on game and do what you got to do. So it's a really nice process altogether, I feel like. This video went a little longer than I thought it would, but I wanted to kind of go into detail about how we're changing the trade process for WFL going forward. With the new league. Last time we did this, we just did a simple vote committee where guys had to post a bunch of stuff. We're going to try and streamline that process, make it simpler for everybody, but still make it interactive for everybody. And this Discord interaction that Neonsportz provides is a huge tool for everybody involved, and I feel like it's going to be a good thing going forward. So that's what we're going to do with this. I believe the next video I'm going to do is, how to post articles. So I'm going to go over how to post articles on Neonsportz. I'm going to do a real simple article just to show you what the system can do. And until that video pops up, and until next time, I am Winovus, the commissioner and one of the coaches in the WFL, and I will catch you later.